What's up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here, and today we're going to discuss everything we know about the Galanthi in the Nevers and theorize on what may transpire in the Part 1 season finale with a brief analysis of some key moments in the trailer for the upcoming episode. Now, we've got a lot to cover, so without further ado, let's get started. It felt like only yesterday when we had no clue what the blue orb was and if it even had a name. Well, it took all of 5 minutes of episode 5 to completely wear out that name of this sentient chrysalis.
Galanthi's right under Grand Abbey.
I guess maybe the Galanthi will.
I know it's Galanthi.
In episode 5, we learned from Lavinia Bidlow's very own mad scientist that the Galanthi had begun resonating and pulsating more frequently in the month since its message to Amalia was deciphered. Each of these pulses came equipped with a blinding flash that seemed to be capable of causing several side effects, including headaches, and possibly even more that we will learn about in the season finale. One interesting thing to note is that the good Dr. Haig referred to the Galanthi as a chrysalis, and made a point to distinguish it from a mere egg. In nature, a chrysalis is a sort of protective casing that shields an insect from harm. It is usually the third phase in a 4-stage process of metamorphosis. True to nature, the Galanthi also positioned itself on the cavern walls and burrowed underground to remain undisturbed during this critical period of transitioning. This means that the giant eye in the season finale likely belongs to the Galanthi in its newly hatched form. Speaking of a watchful eye, did anyone else notice the scene when Beth Cassini broke her trance and tested her powers of levitation in the caverns? Now keep this in mind for later. This will be pivotal in the finale. Now there are 4 mysteries that remain. We still don't know what is lurking in Lord Maston's basement, or if this creature will make an appearance in episode 6. Number 2, we haven't seen Mallory's actual power yet, and we don't know if she will make a cameo once the Galanthi hatches. Now put a pin in this for now, because her power may be important in my episode 6 prediction. Number 3, what are the effects of exposure to the Galanthi's pulsating flashes of light? Number 4, what is Amalia's true power, and what role will it play once the Galanthi hatches? Now let's move on to predictions to speculate what may happen in the final episode of Part 1. I believe that the Galanthi serves as the hive mind of the Touched. In its optimal form, it is likely a conduit for smaller pieces of itself, or extensions that we have come to know as the Touched. I believe that when it crash-landed in London due to some malfunction, the Galanthi sustained damage and released spores in an attempt to find a suitable host and location to heal. This would explain the Galanthi's statement about being incomplete. Perhaps the individual parts were designed to come together to form a complete being. Furthermore, the Galanthi's constant instructions for the Touched to gather and unite as one supports the notion of a singular-minded being. Once Amalia and her team infiltrate the cavern, they will be met with Dr. Haig's minions and a battle will ensue. All the while, the Galanthi will likely hatch either due to the miracle of plot convenience or an external force, such as Beth Cassini's powers or Malady just being Malady. In either case, the Galanthi will hatch in a grandiose explosion, knocking True back as seen in the trailer, and the once sentient orb will take its true monstrous form. We will likely be left with a cliffhanger that will either aim to muddle the audience's perception of the Galanthi and its otherworldly intentions and designs, or by the mystical beast being slain and all hope being lost. In either case, Beth Cassini will play a pivotal role using her powers of levitation. Now, one final deviation from the above prediction is that the giant eye in the trailer belongs to Malady and is actually her true form. The color of the iris is just very reminiscent of the scenes when Malady is taking punishment, and not to mention the very strange material that has triangles all over it that it seems to be encased in. But hey, that's just speculation. Now, if you agree with my theory above and believe that Beth Cassini will play a pivotal role, then comment Galanthi down below. And until next time, it's the Inhuman One signing out. Welcome to my universe.